James here for United Skates Weekly, and yes, it's been a while. Yes, I've had loads on. So anyway, I'm so glad I've got to do this today. I'm back in the house because the skate minion, she's at her granny's, and Mum's away to pick her up, so plenty of quiet time to speak to you guys. Okay, so just back from Glasgow, was at Kelvin Grove Skate Park with the Sugar and Spin event, primarily Spin that was coaching us this morning, and that was excellent. So Chrisy, excellent. Don't know if you'll see this, but well done. Proper detailed skate park construction from Chrisy. She's very, very good at what she does. I don't know about Libby or Sugar, because I don't really know. I've only met Chrisy through time, so that's why I'm going to speak about Chrisy Moore, and that's who was coaching me this morning. So excellent. I want to say hot, but it was really good. It was really, really good, and it's what Scotland needs, you know. And I've pressured Chrisy loads, telling her she needs to do more of that because it's excellent. It's definitely something that we need. We need someone with that calibre teaching the young ones, so that when they go up, they just take it to the next level. You know, you teach them. I mean, there's kids out there self-teaching themselves, and they're awesome. They're amazing, actually. Some of the kids that are just going to that park and just teaching themselves, hanging out with their friends. Imagine what they could do with a little bit of instruction at the start, a little bit of instruction, you know. Excellent. Anyway, for us older farts that are wanting to try it, if you see one of the events pop up, I suggest you take it, you go for it. You know, it's probably going to be more often than not at Kelvin Grove Skate Park. Hopefully we'll get one through here at Stockton, so if you see that, grab a space pronto, because they will sell out, because there's no one doing that over here at that level. And I hope Sugar and Spin decide to do one at Stockton Skate Park. Personally, I think there's a bigger call for it, but hey, anyway. So that's where we were at this morning. United Skates Weekly had a little skate park time, like we've been doing with Beards and Bearings over the last sort of months. It's been very, very busy here, very busy. I've had to rearrange what I do. You know, we've not been doing so much with United Skates. I've kind of passed on the baton there a little to allow me to go earn money to pay the bills, you know, because United Skates shut down, the disco's all shut down, you know, because of COVID. Which brings me nicely on to the next bit. So the government is now saying that gym halls, blah, 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 everything can open. You'll see all the skate parks starting to open. You'll see all the roller rinks, what very few there is, they'll start to open. And indeed, United Skates will be coming back. We're already working on coming back. We're already in touch with every single company that we deal with, and the emails are going backwards and forwards already, and we're looking at some of the bigger halls that we do. There is no effect because of the square meterage, because United Skates always hire the biggest venues, right? We don't hire small venues unless we've really got to. So we're hiring the biggest venues around Scotland, and because of the square foot or the square meterage or however it works out, there's no real major effect to our capacity, which is a good thing. Some of the smaller halls, yes, will have to have reduced capacity because they're smaller, but a lot of ours are bigger, you know, they're a lot bigger. So a couple of key points on that. We're working on door entry. We will not operate a cash door at all, and that's going towards the track and trace. So if you want to come to a United Skates event, you will have to buy a ticket online, fill out all the details, and if you fill out the details for track and trace and you put Michael Mouse or anything like that, or Jimmy Shandon, that's not your real name, we're going to question you at the door, we're going to ask for ID, and if you put anything silly in there, you know, and it's not who you are or what your name is, then we're not going to let you in. It's as simple as that. We have to be really tight on this. We have to get people through the door, we have to get you through the door, have a great event, go home safely, and then if there's any issues, we have to abide by the government guidelines so that we can contact people, or let the contact tracers give them all the information and let them contact people if there's any issues. there might not be any issues, so who knows. But that is why we're doing away with a cash door. Now, next year, 2021, if everybody says it's okay and everything like that, then okay, we go back to normal. You can pay cash on the day or you can book online, whatever you prefer. But for the time being, when we come back, which isn't far away, you must book online for track and trace. Now, incidentally, that's going to ask you, booking system is going to ask you various different things: name, address, contact details, all required, email address, mobile number. Just so you know, we will only retain that and hand it to the government officials should it be required, okay? I'm not going to market you on any of your details. I'm not going to send you texts. I'm not going to send you emails, because we are just not going down that route of marketing. This is purely for the government to keep everything safe, keep everybody safe, and should there be an outbreak at any one of our discos, we need to contact everyone. So that is all your details will be used for. I promise you they will go no further. They will be kept in case there's an incident. Okay, so the other thing that we need to talk about is when the discos come back, as we require, if you hire skates, that's hire skates only, we are required to give you wrist guards. Okay, so part of the insurance is going to change, where we will only be able to sell you wrist guards, right? So this is all to do with the cross-contamination thing, with wrist guards going on your wrists and everything like that. So we will, when you book a ticket, if you need wrist guards, you have to, if you're hiring skates and need wrist guards, you have to tick a box, right? Now that tick box or that will have skates, wrist guards, and then a cost. Because wrist guards aren't free, and once you've got them, they're yours. They're yours forever. So every time you go skating, grab your wrist guards. No one else has wore them but you. They're no stinky, smelly with anyone else's sweat on them, although we wash them quite regularly. There's nothing like that. There's no worries. They're yours. This is my wrist guards. There are many like them, but these ones are mine. Yeah, easy. So we will put no profit. We will put nothing on the wrist guards. So whatever we get them for, you're going to get them for that. Not making any money off it, which is just something that we're going to have to do. So that is hiring skates only. If you've got your own gear, you know the drill. You skate at your own risk. Everybody skates at their own risk anyway. But if you've got your own kit, then that is down to you. Helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards, completely down to you. Okay? So if you come with your own gear, if you come with your own skates, and you come up to us and say you want wrist guards, you will not be given wrist guards unless you buy them. That is how it's going on from now on. I know we've had it in the past where people have come up demanding wrist guards. You know, it's not the case. You know, if you come with your own kit and you need them, gladly we'll give you them. You'll get them for a couple of quid. Whatever we get them for, you'll get them for. Simple as that. But, you know, bring your own kit completely at your own risk. Same as hiring stuff. You hire the stuff, we will make sure you have the right kit. Again, everybody skates at their own risk. So that's where this is going. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get some money together so that we can get a fogging machine, right? Now, the electrostat fogging machine that I've researched, and the chemical that goes with that, it's all to do with positive and negative charges. And seemingly when you fog your equipment, or you fog the skates or the room or whatever, what that does is it lands onto something, it lands onto the surface and it sticks. Now, the blurb with the chemical says that you get 30 days with that, okay? So 30 days, we don't need to do it again. However, as an extra precaution, because feet are sweaty, they go inside the boot all the time, right? We're going to do it weekly. We're going to fog the skates that get used every single week, right? Now, that is way over and above. It is OTT when it comes to the fogging thing, because I've seen loads about it. I've done a lot of research with it. I've spoke to various reps about it, and they've all said 30 days is fine. We're just going that extra step because we want there to be nothing from any of our discos. Which brings me on to the next thing. Please, if you come to a disco, or on the day of a disco, any sniffles, any conditions, anything you think is not right, don't come. Please don't come. Don't risk infecting anyone else with whatever you may have. So as simple as that. On the day, if you're ill or there's someone in your party that's coming that's ill, don't bring them, or don't come at all. If it's a family ticket, email us. Okay, email us on the day, just explain, look, someone in the party's not well, and we're just not going to risk it. We're taking your advice, we're not going to risk it. Brilliant, excellent, didn't it? We'll then look at your situation, and we'll probably, more often than not, your ticket will go on to the next one, right? It's very rarely you can get a refund on the day, okay? But we will push your ticket to the next event that happens. So if you're not well that day, just don't come. Let's protect everyone. Let's protect, it doesn't matter who you skate with, what company you skate with in Scotland. Just if you're ill and you've got an event booked, just do not go. Protect yourself, protect them, which will protect the skating community, okay? So, not going to labour that any more than I have. I've probably went way OTT on what I was trying to say here today. So, we are coming back. It's getting to that point, okay? We are planning for, we're not diving in at the end of August. We're not. Some of our centres are all just coming back at the end of August, but then they need to get back up to speed. They need to get the manpower sorted. They need to open. They need to do all the checks in their halls. They need to make sure that they can function safely as well. They need to put their processes in place because they've all been shut down as well. So these guys are all coming back. So to say that we will be skating at the end of August, United Skates won't. We will not. We're going to leave it. We're going to let all the other places open up, and all of us, we're all a test here. It's all a test. We're going to see what happens. But our plans are to come back in October, and our plans to come back in October, all going well, end of August, September. We'll hit it hard in October. We will hit every single venue in October, providing the venues have had no problems, providing the venues are all still open. That's where we are going with it. We are coming back in October. We're going to see what happens September. We're going to see what happens with the venues because they need to get themselves sorted out as well. Okay, so that's it. It's starting to look good. I've had loads of messages from, and goodwill messages from my friends in Aberdeen. Mildew, we're coming back, mate. We're going to be skating again. Don't you worry, pal. Gary, Wesley, guys up there, can't wait to see you all. It's a right good community up in Aberdeen. We love it there. As well as all the Marshalls, Granite City Brawlers, Granite City Road. Can't wait to see all you guys and all the Derby guys at all the different venues. Can't actually wait for Road Derby to start so we can get the shop to the venues as well. The shop, incidentally, nice little add-on. We're restocking the shop. We've got skates arriving all day. We've got skates arriving all the time. We've just got the Candy Girl lot. That's just arrived. Candy Girl on the skate shop now. The Moxie replenishment is coming. We've been told sort of September, October. You know what I mean? Didn't hold your breath on that. But we've been told September, October. They ran out worldwide, as you know. We're getting inquiries from all over the world. Somebody in Israel was asking me, it was somebody in Indonesia messaged the other day looking for Moxie roller skates. So they will come back. Jackboot, there's loads of jackboot available, and I've actually been building loads and loads and loads of jackboot, right? So the Moxie Panther is essentially, what can I say? It's kind of like the Beach Bunny boot with the, whatever it is that it's covered with, to give it the velvety sort of effect, and then it's got leopard laces on it. So, that's not available till October time as well. We've got a stock order in for the Panther, so come October they'll hit. But I'm telling you now, you best pre-order. Pre-order them now. You can get onto the skate shop website, shop.unitedskates.com, and if you get on there, you can pre-order your Moxies now, and just chuck us an email if you want a jackboot. And like I'm saying with the jackboot, Moxie Jack Black, leopard lace. It's a panther. It's a nice panther. It's an upgraded panther. So consider that. The jackboot, there's still availability there. Usual size 6, a chance. Size 5, some chance. Half sizes, there's loads of half sizes there in the jackboot. So if you're interested in that, James@unitedskates.com, or just contact me through the shop or the Facebook page. So, what's next? The podcast, yes, the last 3 weeks, that's why there's been no United Skates Weekly. The last 3 weeks have been absolutely crazy for me with the other business that I do. And it's just been so morning, 8 till 8 p.m. I've not had a chance to do it the last couple of weeks. The last one was a couple of weeks ago with Life. We did the podcast, so I want to get some more people on the podcast. If you're up for it, james@unitedskates.com, give me a message, we'll have a chat. Wherever you are, I'd like to get Chrisy, just skate with Chrisy this morning, I'd like to get Chrisy on the podcast, let her talk about what she's doing with the ramp park stuff, because I think that's a valuable, I think that's valuable, I think it's good. I think it's good that there's somebody with that ability willing to coach people. So I mean, I would look out for that. So we'll try and get Chrisy on the podcast, let her talk about that some more. Jo in Aberdeen, I'd like to get her on the podcast because Jo is a very, very good skater as well, and I'm sure she's ready to run stuff up in Aberdeen. I don't know, it would just be great if these guys did. There's loads of other quad skaters that have the ability, but they maybe don't want to coach. I don't know. Who knows? But it's really good to see that some of the guys stepping up to the plate and coaching in the ramp parks, because I think the ramp parks is where a lot of people are starting to go. It's something different. Gets the heart and the adrenaline pumping, instead of us all skating around in circles all the time. Anyway, right, so that's been my United Skates Weekly. It's been a bit of it's been crazy, man. Crazy. The last few weeks has been absolutely nuts. But we're coming back. Everything's starting to come back. The shop's starting to get stock in it. The discos are going to be coming back. That's getting worked on. There's ramp park stuff happening. There's Beards and Bearings. There's podcasts. All we need is you. Don't be shy. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's have conversations. Anybody. If you're in the road, Derby World, let's chat about it. What's your league up to? What do you want to say about your league? Come and chat in the podcast. james@unitedskates.com. So I'm going to finish with, this is a possibility of what we might need to wear as marshals. So any of the marshal guys out there that have done any marshalling for us, wait for it. I don't know how this is going to work, but wow, this thing goes on top even if you've got glasses. And we might need to skate around with this thing. I don't know if you can see it. I'll do a little show. And my thing is like, doesn't steam up. Because that was the first thing I said, that's going to steam up when you're skating around. We're trying to meet the government guidelines. So when you come to a disco, if anyone's got one of these on, they're just trying to protect you. If they have this on, or a mask, or this and a mask if they want, it's completely up to them. It looks nutty. It seems to me, I seem to remember, was it Kylie or somebody like that had one up there? And I was like, yeah, nah, who knows. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Boy, can he sing. Right, anyway. Nice to speak to you. Speak to you soon. If I didn't see you through the week, see you through the windy, or I'll see you at a roller disco. Catch you later. Bye.